place-making challenge for multinational organisations is how to build spaces that protect the global brand and values whilst also providing for the local community. Someone who's done just that is Jason Watanaangura from entertainment giant NBCUniversal. I'm here to talk to him about exactly how he's done that. Jason, NBCUniversal have two corporate values around diversity and inclusion. So how do you build a space that accommodates that?
Well, the inclusion piece was really breaking down some of those barriers and celebrating the things we had in common, which was the passion for creating great product and distributing great content, but at the same time respecting the differences for each individual business. Each has a very different history, very different personalities, so we had to accommodate that as well. So what we did in this space, we took away all but 3 of the offices. We put everyone into an open environment, the whole business working on one floor, but we still put the different businesses in separate neighbourhoods so they could collaborate with the people they normally work with on a day-to-day, but then every other space was shared. So whether it was the communal kitchen, whether it's informal meeting booths, whether it's more formal spaces, it's about giving people choice. And so this is your library? Yes, so this is a quiet corner that we put in so people could get away from their workspace and actually refocus or just take a bit of a time out. Also a sleep pod if someone needs to recharge and take a short rest. I love the sleep pod. And it's used? People use it? Yes, it gets used. So you can close the curtains and shut out the rest of the world? Absolutely, yes. Yeah, I love it. Other new things that we had that we didn't have before, we've built an audio recording suite, we've built a small film studio. And they're all things that we previously had to outsource and go off-site for, and now we've got it all under one roof. It's just a lot more natural and a lot more intuitive, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's doing everything we needed to do. So your people are very passionate about this space, and walking through and speaking to them, you can really see that. Was that straight away when they moved in? Did they love it the second they got here? When we walked in, we wanted to see how they started using the space, and within the first couple of hours of walking around, you could see people having impromptu meetings. Yeah, fantastic. Just dropping down in spaces rather than trying to find booked meeting rooms. Yes. It was great to see. Fantastic. And Mia, a very different brief and a very different workplace to a lot of others that I'm sure you've worked with. How did you bring them along on the journey?
So I mean, obviously engaging with them early on, but also including them in the presentations, making sure that we did listen to them. I think a lot of times that can get missed. There's multifunctional spaces everywhere. So this area transforms into a social gathering space and an event space. And of course an entertainment company, that's very exciting, but requires very different specs than a usual office building. There's a theatre in here. How was that? That was one of the reasons we chose this building, is the top floor had very high ceilings, so we could put it in the right space. We could put in, top-of-the-range sound and projection equipment. But at the same time, we had the challenges of building that inside an office building.
Ain't blue.
We don't really believe it.
NBCUniversal is a brand that's synonymous with entertainment. What I love about this place is that they built a space that engages their people also.
Yeah.